beautiful day outside today after that storm last night. Oh, it's so nice outside. I even went outside and took Jasper out, and I started my IVs like 5 minutes late because it was so nice out. I had to enjoy it a little bit. But yeah, so the air is so clean and it's so clear, and I never get to have my windows open. But today, I get to have my windows open, and it's pretty exciting stuff. And we got Jasper. Jasper. There he is. There's my Jasper. He's being a goofball. So I've got my twinkle lights going, doing my IVs, and just making a little breakfast. I'm gonna do, I have a sandwich and a tea I'm making. And good morning, everybody else. So let's see, where should we take off? So it's morning, obviously. Well, not obviously. Oh, so it's morning, so it means Jasper needs to play. Playtime for Jasper. Playtime for Jasper. You're such a sweet boy. You brought me your toy? Good boy. So what I'm realizing is that with me being on all of these antibiotics, my body is a lot drier, like it's just dried out, hence why my lips are still cracked. They're not bleeding anymore, but they're still really cracked and damaged. Let's see, where should the light be? We'll go right here. So with that being said, just my whole body is kind of dried out in a way. Yeah, with my face, with my skin, my bruises are healing, but they're just taking a really long time. Normally, like I said, I don't ever bruise, and if I do, it's there for like 2 days, and these have been here for over a week. Actually, today it'll be 2 weeks. He's so funny. Look at him just sit there, just waiting for me to play with him with his toy. What a goofball. So with that being said, with my body being dried out, I'm not craving coffee at all. Like, I don't even want any coffee. I used to love coffee, and I could drink it almost all day. I mean, for the most part, because it didn't keep me up at night, I could drink it all day, and it just tasted delicious to me. Because I'm kind of like my grandpa with, I like a little I like a little coffee with my cream and sugar. And that's how my grandpa was, who's no longer here. He died a few years back. But, so I'm just not craving coffee, which is so sad to me, because like, I'm finally out of the hospital. I have time to go get a cup of coffee if I want, in my reusable cup, of course. And I don't want it. Like, it doesn't sound good whatsoever. So I've been drinking a lot of tea, which is fine because I need to drink a lot of liquids right now to flush out my kidneys and my liver and just keep my body moving because of my port, which, yes, of course, I am hooked up to my IVs this morning. There I am. I'm on IV antibiotics 6 hours a day right now, Ameripenum 2 hours twice a day, cycling twice a day, once a day for half an hour, and then I do oral antibiotics, and then I'm doing amikacin as well once a day. So I'm on a lot of antibiotics right now still. And the reason I'm on those yet again is because my lungs are growing Mycobacterium, avium complex, and Mycobacterium abscesses. And the reason those are bad, he keeps bringing more toys, thinking that if he brings me more toys, I'm bound to play with one of them. He's such a goofball. So, with the Mycobacterium avium complex, it's a bug that you can get anywhere. It comes in the soil, in water, in dust, and wind. Anybody can inhale it. And most people have them, kind of like valley fever. Here on the West Coast, most people, I think I read that 70% of the populations in Arizona, Utah, New Mexico, and Eastern California actually have valley fever, but their bodies are strong enough, their immune systems are strong enough to suppress it, so they never have any symptoms of it, so they can fight it off. For me, because I do have cystic fibrosis, my body has a lot of thick, icky mucus in the lungs and everywhere, so if I inhale something, it gets caught in my lungs in that thick mucus. And then what it does from there is it, so when something, So when something gets into your lungs that isn't supposed to be there, like a foreign object, whether it be pollen or a bug or dust, what it does is your body knows it's not supposed to be there. So it closes it off. Your lung kind of grows over it and closes it off. But then it kind of festers in there and then it grows into an infection. So with mycobacteriums, they're these really serious infections that get in your lungs. Your lungs then build up, and they're called nodules. So you have all these nodules in your lungs of mycobacterium infections, and your body covers them kind of and then blocks them off with walls. So they're blocked off areas of your lungs that have infections. They can keep still growing though, and then the walls just kind of move out around it. And the reason you're on treatment for so long for mycobacteriums is because the antibiotics have to break through the walls, and they have to kill the infection, which can take months to do. And that's Jasper. He wanted to come say hi again. He doesn't know why I'm ignoring him right now. So he's like, well, if I sit on her lap, she'll have to say hi. So he's kind of a big baby, but I love him. So that's kind of how mycobacteriums work in your lungs. And he knows I'm on IVs, so he likes to be really sweet to me when I'm doing them. So that's kind of a rundown of how mycobacteriums work and how different infections work in your lungs. And like I said, most people over here can have those different infections in their lungs, but their immune systems are strong enough to fight it off. And they don't have that thick mucus in their lungs that it gets stuck in, so they can expel it, whether it be coughing or sneezing, or if they get a cold or whatever and it comes out then. But for me, it gets stuck in there, and then it stays in there, and it festers, and it kind of smolders in a way, and it gets to be a greater... Oh, and another side note is that the reason my lips are shiny right there is because I have A&D ointment on them to try to moisturize them, to stop the cracking and the bleeding. It's probably too much information, but for others who have this many antibiotics going through their systems for this long, don't think you're the only ones who have something happening to you that's weird. Like, I'm not craving coffee, my body's really dried out everywhere, my lips are cracking, and it's weird. I'm exhausted all the time, but you know, I have homework to do today, and I'm going to take Jasper for a walk a little later on between my breaks of my antibiotics, and it's just going to be so much fun. So no matter if you're in the hospital or whatever you're doing, just remember that you're doing a great job and that you're loved, because of course you are. And just remember that you're loved and you're doing a great job. And Jasper loves you. There he is. This big buffoon over here loves you. And we all do. So just a side note there. And yes, today's video is combined with yesterday's, because yesterday I didn't get that much footage because I was just so sleepy and I was just doing homework all day. And as I think you guys know, I live by myself, so I don't have somebody filming or can kind of insert stuff when I'm doing other things. So anyway, just wanted to give you guys a quick update about mycobacteriums, and you guys are doing a great job, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.